Hello and welcome to Sublime Shoutcast. So in this campaign, the Tairas kept hammering me and I barely got time to breathe. This time around he would siege out my town, so I had to send some reinforcements. And if I had lost this battle, I would probably have lost the entire campaign. I didn't beat this campaign in time though. I'm still stuck trying to get through the middle through to Kyoto and such. There's just so many enemies there. That's what's discussed better. So they are, sometimes they even stay sieging you throughout the winter. And if you've got a few turns left, it'll probably take more attrition than he will, those last few turns, even though he's sieging in the winter. No. So these mounted samurai, like the general squads in the rest of samurai, they have fire on the move, I noticed, but they do not have Python shot. I believe it's not a thing in Shogun 2. Like the step troops in Rome 2, for instance, step archers, step horse archers, they can shoot behind themselves when they're riding. It's called Python shot, even in real life, I believe. No. It's not just in Rome 1. I think I heard the term in Rome 2 the first time. It wasn't all the horse archers in the game had it. And until I think in Rome 2 everyone got it at some point, but I'm not sure. And then until there's a lot of horse archers that don't have Python shot. All the Huns have it though, I think. No. If you're born in the saddle, basically, you start riding at age 3, you sleep in the saddle, you eat in the saddle, you do that, and you have generations of people doing that, and you're gonna have Python shot. No. So in Pharaoh, you can see through the forest like in the warmer games if you put it on the right setting. They can also in Pharaoh you can burn down the forest, I believe. It's horrible to put your troops in the forest and then uses fire arrows. Mountain samurais are really good against foot samurais. Can't check the kills though in this. No. And so my XP didn't crash this time though, even after recording a battle. Recording a replay. In this game, fire arrows is an activated ability. It's not like in all the games, mostly when you just choose a different type of ammo. Like you can have it on at all times, as long as it's not raining, you know. And the firearms are pretty good against samurais in this game, looks like. Oh. Oh.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
It's really annoying in this game, though. The fixes around to the guard mode it's a problem that does, but like, if the enemy archers that you're shooting at, for instance, retreats, then pulls back, then your troops will start moving after them, even though you have guard mode. It's horrible. It was my first and more or less only gripe. My only problem with Shogun 2 is that feature. Which, yeah, they fixed that in Commoners 3, by the way. Like, your snipers don't follow retreating units anymore, it looks like. Thank God for that. Well, like, the snipers were really hard to use in the second game. First game, they were really easy to use. They can stealth anywhere. Third one, they can. Yeah, it looks like they have 6 seconds before they're out of stealth, before they lose their stealth. That's mostly the mountain nagging after from his reinforcement army. There's gonna be more. No, this army is gonna struggle. There's gonna be way more enemies. Look over there. Bow attendants I've barely used. Like I started using bow summons really early. No, range is low shooting at free retreating as in total. No. There are 2 factions. Is the Yoshima Taira and the Fukuhara Taira? No. What I just thought was just a scouting force. No. Like he almost blocked me from bringing in a reinforcing army. Tried to reinforce from the south, but then I was blocked because the Yoshima Taira had stacks there. And Fukuhara was in the north of that city. So it looks like when you're playing the battle, you see the name of the bodyguard of the general that has the bodyguard. It doesn't show that in the replays. Looks like not supposed to go spider. So I overestimated his force over here, and I underestimated his force over here. So this flank's gonna have trouble.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
So I basically lose 1 entire stack in this battle. But he loses like 4. Both of them lose 2 each. Yeah.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display!
I don't think I've ever encountered Nagadata warrior monks in this campaign. I use Nagadata tendencies, foot samurai, I use bow warrior monks, but no Nagadata warrior monks. I have to spend micro trying to keep this general alive because he gets separated from the rest of the army.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
A shameful display! Still around those the general spot, but if he's not the main general, you won't hear him dying, I believe. Or if you kill the enemy general, it's the same. But he can be the main general of one army, so if he's got multiple stacks, you'll hear every time a main general of each of the army dies. Yeah. So we would have heard if this guy died, I believe, since there were only 2 generals in this battle, I believe. And maybe I had 2 in one of them. I sometimes do. In the beginning, I used to have like 3 or 4 in one army, just to get that extra firepower, you know, and the inspire. But it's so horrible to when it comes down to the last one, you lose like 3 or 4 generals in the same battle. It's gonna cost you a lot in the battle and afterwards. That's my main strategy with dealing with these multi-stack battles, is just kill enough generals and the army might retreat. Yeah. It's one of the reasons I don't. It's one of the reasons that I don't assassinate the generals before the battle. I want the effect of having killed them in the battle. Love me some foot samurai.
My lord! A glorious victory will soon be yours!
It's really nice. It's like at some point in the battle, everything on the opposing side will retreat if you kill enough generals and kill enough stuff. I don't know. Which is why the AI doesn't do too well with multi-stack battles. If they have more than 40 units, the rest might just retreat if you're not super unlucky. I'm not sure why they don't sometimes, but yeah, costly victory. You're victorious, but at what cost? Many have paid the ultimate price by this victory and battle. You replace. A real man does not think of victory or defeat. He plunges recklessly towards an irrational death. Yeah. We will leave it there.